Oh, Juice Off. I wanted to see how you were doing. I heard about the Emperor's invitation. Yes, I've been thinking about it. And what is your conclusion? Juice Off, I'm not necessary here anymore, right? They don't need me to win the war. That may be true at this stage, but why do you ask? I feel like I shouldn't be leading the Elysium army anymore. I should just resign and go my own way. That's a rather extreme decision. What makes you think that way? Because at this moment, I care more about myself than about everyone else. Right now, finding out the truth about myself is more important to me than ending the war. That's not how a leader should think. So if you had no responsibility towards the Elysium army, you would go? Yes, I would. I'm not saying you should or shouldn't go. I'm just interested in your motivations. Why not wait until after the war is over? Maybe I can't wait now that I'm so close. Or maybe I'm afraid I won't get another chance. If that's true, and I would never get to know the truth. Do you think these fears are rational? I don't know, Juice Off. I just don't know. It's ultimately your decision. Remember that. They may not approve, but they will understand. Yes, you may be right. Thank you, Juice Off. Well, whatever you do, please think it through. I'm sure you'll make the right decision. Looks like we got a decision to make, don't we? Okay, so... Of course, why didn't I think of this earlier? Yes, if I do that, I could... But I have to be careful about it. Who could I entrust with this? Looks like we have control, okay. Okay, so first things first, I guess we'll go ahead and say... We want to go to the top of the barracks and talk to Nishal. That's what we're going to do. Just have a peaceful stroll in the night. It's good stuff. Alright, Nishal, where you be? Where you be, Nishal? Where you be? I don't know where you be. You gotta be somewhere. I think she's up here. Somewhere up here, maybe at like the top. I'd like to invite you to visit our country someday. I'm sure there's a lot we could learn from each other. Maybe. Okay, so we talked to her. Then we want to go find Eander in his room, which I believe his room is, I think it's over on the east side. Yeah, worry not, I'm going somewhere with this. Out of the way, wall. Yeah, some rooms you just can't go into right now. Well, what's in here? This room is like always empty. I guess nobody ever ends up in it. They should put someone in there, you know? Some random character. That's Kaiser. Almanga has been weakened, but they're not defeated yet. Don't underestimate them, because they can strike back in unexpected ways. Oh, can they ever? There's Jovian just hanging out. I'll always be on your side, Daniel, no matter what happens. That's cool and all, but I'm looking for Yander. I think he's... must be up here. Oh, there's Aaron. There he is. Okay. Yander, we need to talk. Go ahead. What's on your mind? I have a plan. It will require me to accept the invitation, but if it works, it'll all work out in our favor. Why do you want to discuss this with me in private? Is this something you don't want everyone to know about? Well, Jovian and the rest would never let me do it. You're professional, and we don't have a personal connection, so I know I can trust you with this. I know you'll do what's necessary, no matter the circumstances. Well, tell me what your plan is, then. What could it be? I'm intrigued. Out of the question. It's far too risky. Do you realize how small the chance of this plan working is? I don't care. I've already made up my mind. I'm going to Vanaheim no matter what. And this way, I can at least help you out at the same time. But are you sure you can do this? After all, he's still... It doesn't matter. I don't see him that way. Either way, it should make the battle a little easier for you all. It'll save a lot of lives. Everyone will benefit from this. I know you understand. But what if they take you hostage instead? That's why I chose you, Yander. I know you'll do what you have to do. You'll have full command over the army while I'm gone. Do you think you're up to the task? Very well. If you'll be going no matter what, we might as well make the best of it. I don't like it, but it's your own choice. I will do what must be done. I knew I could count on you, Yander. I'll handle everything from here. Go and rest now, General Vineyard. When you're ready tomorrow, come see me at the meeting hall. Oh boy. Hope you guys are ready for the final war battle, because it's coming. It's coming up very, very soon. It's gonna be crazy. Alright, so first of all, we want to go and talk to Yanagwa. That's right. Yanagwa. Where's that hippie at? No, that'll go to my room. I think he's... I want to say... Is he around here? Is he up here? The cat. No, I think that was him right there, wasn't it? What do you want? I have a few questions for you. I talked to Nishal, and she told me some interesting things. Oh, it's more of this whole... I guess it's a side quest, but not really. For one, I found out that the Yanagwa are actually an order of scholars in some faraway country, and that they wear robes exactly like yours. So why are you calling yourself by that name? It's not your real name, clearly. What do you have to do with the Yanagwa? I told you before, I do not answer questions. You're still part of the Elysium army. That means you're following my command. My patience is running thin. If you don't answer my questions, I may throw you out. Do what you want. It's your loss. You can learn more from me than I can learn from you. So you say, but what can I really learn from you if you keep your mouth shut all the time? He's got you there. There has not been any need for me to interfere so far. I don't want to take too active a part. My actions could have unforeseen consequences. My presence here is for my own reasons only. The Yanagwa were merely another source of information. I have no more ties to them. Let me ask you a different question, then. Will there ever come a time where you can tell me exactly who you are? Someday, yes, but it will not come before the end of the war, or before I leave this country again. My time has yet come. My time has not yet come. There is no point in waiting for it. You can either accept my help without question, or I will leave you to your own fate. Even though I know a little more than before, I feel like I finally got you to open up a little. I just hope that I'll be there when that day comes to hear what all of this was about. You should definitely hope that'll be the case. Okay, so there's that. Alright, so now we want to talk to Bruce! Where's Bruce? I don't freaking know where Bruce is. Bruce sucks. Bruce is a dick. But we gotta talk to him to get something I'm probably never gonna use. What the hell are you doing in here? Have you thought about the invitation yet? The next step is all up to you. You want to look at our army formation? No, I don't. Thank you very much. No, 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 I don't know where Bruce is. Nah. Nah, nah. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, I'm really not sure where Bruce is. What are you doing in here, Bo? Oh, you're the freaking lawyer. I'm relieved that the war between Zelmany and Kiryard is finally over. We have a long road ahead of us, but things can only get better. I suppose. Is Bruce in the barracks? He might be. I remember seeing him somewhere, I just don't recall where exactly that was. Was it in here? Well, there's you. Luther's in here. I guess this is like the church. It's a great honor to be in the presence of the Sento High Priest. Oh, yeah? If you say so. Heh. It's certainly an impressive residence you have, but it's the strength of the army that determines the strength of the castle. 'Tis true. Yeah, okay. Okay, looks like you were inside of the door. My heart lies with my sword. I shall forfend injustice in this world. Good for you. There he is. We're not friends or anything, but we're on the same side again, so I'll do what I can to help. Here, take this. I don't need it anyway. I'm gonna get Battle Plans 3. Whatevs. Really doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. So now we just want to head to the meeting room. Well, okay. I think the one's responsible for my sister's death. That is all. Cool. Master is very strict. I still have a long way to go until I finish my training. A ninja's greatest asset is stealth. Do you know why? If you ask someone this question and he tells you that it's so they can get close and take out their enemies without being detected, then he's not a true ninja. No, the real power of stealth is not to get in undetected, but to get out. Any fool can kill a man, but it takes a real master to escape with his life and do it again. That's fruit for thought. Na 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 na. Do 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 bum ba 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 bum. Na 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 na. Do 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 do. Once you leave, there will be no turning back. Don't go until you're absolutely sure that you're prepared for the coming battle. Are you ready? Let's go for it. Then I say goodbye to you, General Vineyard. From here on, you will be on your own. I pray that we'll meet again at the gates of Vanaheim. Okay. This is it. Don't get scared now. Daniel. Oh boy. Angel? Daniel. How did you know I was here? Did Eander tell you? Don't blame him. We didn't give him a choice. Daniel, why did you leave without telling any of us? It's It's no use trying to convince me, Angel. I've already made up my mind. I know. I just came to see you off. You're letting me go? Juice-Off helped me understand. This is something you have to do. Daniel, you've been fighting for so long, and you brought us all this far. You don't owe us anything. We're all behind you. Thank you. What about Jovian? What did he say? He said he didn't have to see you now, since he'll see you again after the battle. He never changes, does he? Even at a time like this. Angel. This sword, do you remember? It was forged by your father for my 18th birthday. It was not just a present, it was a symbol. It meant that, despite being born an outsider, I had been fully accepted as one of you. It's always been at my side throughout these years, and it's never failed me. Your father called it a masterpiece, and I can do nothing but agree. But this sword is not alone. It has a counterpart. She also received one just like it. It seems everything that happened in my life happened for a reason. Maybe even happened because someone decided it should. This too was planned, but despite all that, it's still my own decision. I'm going because I want to. Take this sword, Angel. This time, it will not be at my side. Wow. I'll hold on to it until you return, Daniel. Yes, let's just hope for that. Well, how's he going to defend himself then? I guess he has magic, but... Whoa, it looks like Laura now, doesn't it? The outside of it? It's exactly what it looks like. He's unarmed. Let him through. Follow me. Nice dwarven helmets. You guys want to be dwarves, or what's the deal? And what does this remind you of? Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Vanaheim, Daniel. After 32 years, we finally meet again. You must be Emperor Siegfried, then. I came just like you told me to, so go ahead. Explain to me who I really am. You're impatient, just like your sister. But if this is what you want, I will get straight to the point. What you are is the road to our future. You are the embodiment of our desires, a reaction to our actions. Enough with these vague illusions. I want some real answers. Every action has a reaction, and every action in itself is a reaction to something else. Not necessarily. These chains of reactions are what make up our history and our future. They are the chains that bind us and rule us. He who can tell what reaction his actions will cause is therefore able to predict the future. However, this ability is limited. The variables in this equation are too numerous for any man to comprehend. This reality is a tangled web created by the actions of millions of individual beings. No, the only way to accurately predict the future is by shaping it oneself, by manipulating the chains, causing new reactions in a predictable pattern. The way to shape a man's future is to limit his choice. Whose choice? Mine? Your life is a result of years of planning. You are a carefully crafted, artificial, but natural leader. I don't understand. That is not true. I know you understand what I mean. You're merely not sure how far its influence has gone. The truth is that you are here because that was my will, and you came this far because that was my will. Because it was your will? Rubbish. I came this far because I chose to, and because the one who followed me chose to. You had nothing to do with it. Everything happened for a reason. When things were not going the right way, we influenced your choices to guide you. Take the Kelsinger incident, for example. You were supposed to stand out and take the lead, but you chose to do the opposite because you disagreed with the war you were in. We limited your choice. When placed on the other side, your natural capabilities flourished, and you emerged as the true leader you were supposed to be. And the execution of the Kiergaard royal family? Although it was meant to create chaos, this chaos served a purpose. It created a choice. They were obstacles in your fate to true leadership, and as such, they had to be removed to the very last of them. We took your leaders away in order to force them to choose a new one, you. If that's true, then why are you losing the war? If I'm only doing what you wanted me to do, then how come I've spoiled your plans over and over again? You misunderstand my wishes. A good strategist doesn't rely on a single plan. The plans had to be adapted due to the inevitable element of chaos in the chains of reaction. This turn of events was not our first choice, but it was still our choice, our conscious decision. You are still under my control, even now. Enough about that. Tell me about the spirit within me, this hand of fate. How does he fit into all this? The hand of fate was the original catalyst, the beginning of everything. Let me tell you about him, and me. The simple truth is that everything in this world revolves around power. Those who wish to achieve anything require power of some kind, whether it be physical strength, charisma, or simply good fortune. The terrible irony of my life, for one who wishes the ultimate power, to be born as the eldest son of an emperor is the greatest blessing imaginable. But my father was a mere 16 years old when I was born. Despite accepting me as his heir, I was never meant to become emperor. Unless my father died young, I would have been an old man by the time he would have abdicated. It was implicitly assumed that the real heir would be my own child. And if that wasn't enough, I have always been of ill health. I am too weak to wield a sword, let alone lead my men into battle. Even as I sit here on this throne, my body aches. It's but a miracle that I've survived this long. Yes, I could have had it all, but still I was powerless. Even after I met her, she who meant more to me than anyone ever had, I felt incomplete. Even with Sigrid at my side, I needed more. I began reading, having so little contact with the outside world. I learned all I know from the castle library. I read about history, about warfare, about medicine, psychology, philosophy. Anything I found, I read. And finally, the books that had been recovered from the Hall of Memories, the books about the demon summoning. I was fascinated by it, the thought that humans could possess such incredible power. From that moment on, I could not stop thinking about the possibilities. The question would not leave my mind, what about me? Could the summoning give me superhuman power as well? Could I finally have the strength to achieve my goals? It was impossible to resist the temptation, and so, one day, I tried it. I attempted to call a spirit, any spirit. But the one that appeared before me was more than just any spirit. He claimed he was the only one who could make my desires come true. He introduced himself as the Hand of Fate. Whether he was actually a higher kind of spirit or merely a pretender is something I never found out. But it didn't matter to me. And so I expressed to him my wish. Your wish? Unity. Yes, my wish was for this world to be united. Having witnessed the madness of my father, and the remarkable loyalty of his people as they were led to their deaths, I realized that as long as such people were in power, there would continue to be wars because of greed, hatred, or insanity. A strong ruler was necessary to bring peace. My wish was for the appearance of such a ruler who could unite the world under his command. My wish was for me to be that ruler. But what I was already fearing deep inside proved to be true. The hand of fate told me that I was not suitable. The demon summoning binds a powerful spirit to a mortal body. If the body is unable to bear the strain of this incredible power, it will collapse quickly. My dreams were shattered. Once again, I came close to unimaginable power, only to see it slip through my fingers. I was too weak to wield that strength, and I could not entrust this to anyone else. I knew that the summoning would eventually lead them to madness. But, so said the hand of fate, there was a way around this. It could be ensured that madness would not set in, as long as the spirit was present in the body from the very beginning. There was only one way for that to happen. The spirit had to be passed on from mother to child. Huh. Interesting. But the mother would not survive such a thing. Yes, let's save. Yes, it's true. I killed her. I killed Sigrid. The hand of fate demanded that I sacrifice her, in that way to reach my goals. Was it to test my dedication? To get rid of the one person who held me back? I don't know, but I accepted. I sacrificed the one woman I loved so that she could give birth to a child, one with the power to unite this world, the power I had always longed for myself. I was created for that? What? What is this? This is fate, not a mystical higher power, but a system created by human hands. Are you telling me I was born only to fulfill your own desires? Only for this wish? Throughout my life, I've been manipulated and deceived by you and this spirit, just so I could be a surrogate for your own lack of power? I wished for unity, at any cost. Isn't that what you desire as well? Unity, yes, but not at any cost. I'm not willing to slaughter innocent people to reach my goals. If we achieve peace that way, it's meaningless. What hypocrisy! How many innocent people do you think lost their lives because of you? Those people did not have to die. You could have let Kiergaard conquer Zelmany. You could have let St. Reinhard stay in our hands, but you chose not to. Peace comes at a price. People were too afraid to pay that price and instead took comfort in a fragile balance. Do you know what's meaningless? Quarreling over a pathetic island for hundreds of years, with a final result of what? Absolutely nothing. How many people have died fighting over Helman Island throughout the years? Meaningless, endless, caused by idiots who value temporary gain over long-time prosperity. There is no such thing as innocent people. The sheep who sit by and do nothing while the wolves slaughter each other are just as guilty. They are acceptable sacrifices. 8 years ago, we were involved in a meaningless war ourselves. Our people were dying for nothing because of my father's madness. But I ended it. I was willing to pay the price. I killed my father with my own hands. You owe your peace to that, to my sacrifice. At least I don't think of people as tools. I don't sit there high on my throne manipulating others into doing my bidding. You talk about war and sacrifice as if you have any real experience with it. Do you have any idea what it's like out on the battlefield? How can peace be lasting if hundreds of thousands must die for it? How can it last as long as people are seen as nothing more than acceptable sacrifices? This isn't some kind of equation you can solve by throwing enough human lives into it. Enough. There is no sense in having this argument. Our fate has already been decided. No, nothing is decided. My fate is no longer yours. I didn't let this demon take control of me, and I won't let you or anyone else either. I'll put an end to your plans. You'll see. Your Highness! What's wrong? I apologize for the intrusion, but the Elysium army is right outside the city. What? It begins. Oh boy. The Imperial capital is in sight. What will we do now? We'll wait. That's all for now. Wait until when? Until General Vineyard returns? Possibly. What's that supposed to mean? Just wait. He will give us a sign one way or another. Where's Gudrun? Tell her she has full command for now. I will join her soon. Send everyone who's able to fight to the front lines. We'll need all the manpower we can muster. Give that Leonius some troops to lead as well. Oh boy. Frickin' Leonius. This is it. This is my only chance. Oh. Whoa. Siegfried! Did you see that one coming? The Emperor is... It will shatter morale if this news reaches the front. Do you think you can stop it in time, Brunhild? Damn you, Daniel! Daniel. History repeats once again. This is the best way for me to go. I am also an acceptable sacrifice. My father was a terrible father. My greatest regret is that I couldn't be a better one to you and your sister. This is a fitting punishment for me. Thank you, Daniel. The war will now come to an end. My purpose has been fulfilled. All my wishes have come true. Wow. Okay then. Do we need to change any unit setup? Let's see here. Do we have any units that aren't like filled out? Doesn't look like it. Unless there's like a new unit we've been given. No, it doesn't look like it. I think we're okay. Though there might be some units that we could switch out if there's nothing really that great about it. Gilbert has counter. We could put you in there. Ironically, there's two ninjas for that. Ice has force field. We'll give you guys force field. You also have force field. That's interesting. Luther has regenerate. Oh. That'd probably be a good thing to have. Berserker. +2 attack on the first strike, -2 defense on counter. Guess that could be something. Charlie has shield light feet. +2 defense against infantry. Yeah, we could. Yeah, we'll do a group that doesn't really have any abilities. We'll give you a shield. Okay. I think we're good to go now. Yeah, I think we're going to call this a recording session. So when we come back, we will be heading to the final war battle of the game. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time for more Exit Bait. Good stuff.